Let's talk. Now, if we're being honest, completely honest with each other, romantic relationships are inherently transactional. Yima. I'm not talking about love. I'm not saying love is transactional, but romance is. There's always a price to pay for romance. There's a price to pay for that high value man. There's a price to pay when you walk into a room and every man looks at you with envy because of who's on your arm. Slay queens are women who have decided to monetize their most valuable possessions. Their time, energy, attention, presence, femininity, support, attitude, their beauty, sensual energy, nurturing, inspiration, company, and stroking a man's ego. The disconnect comes when sex work is introduced. Basically, there's a thin line, and if someone chooses to cross it, it's none of our business. Are we on the same page? Ewe? Okay. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with a woman capitalizing off her time and energy. But when it's done out of desperation, you run the risk of being taken advantage of. People engage in sex work for whatever, and it is a service you pay for, just like getting a full tank SS. We don't shame sex workers over here. We do, however, shame dusties. This movie is about the slay queen lifestyle. And just to spice things up, there's a predator parading as a wealthy man to target women. There are two sets of friends with different ideologies under the slay umbrella. I say different because their end goals were the same, but their philosophies were different. One of the obvious tropes in Slay is the makeover movie trope. That is, transforming a character's appearance to help them reach their end goal. The makeover trope is a visual change that the character goes through that represents a turning point for the character. In this movie, that character was Lerato. The trope is set in beauty standards, in current beauty standards. So that would be wearing a wig, makeup, face beat to the gods, tight dress, heels, etc. Lerato wanted to change and fit in with her slay queen friend because she was broke. What Slay got absolutely right was that changing your outside literally does nothing for your inside. Faking it till you make it doesn't always work. The goal with her makeover was to enhance her beauty so that she can attract a man who would spend on her. Luckily for her, the writing gods made it so that her Prince Charming rescued her exactly when she needed him. So, let's talk about Olerato Ngespi. She was the only one struggling. No job and not looking for one, no bag and not scheming for one. She was destitute by choice and not by circumstance. Lerato's character was written to be the polar opposite of her friend. She was sweet and innocent. We saw that from her style, to her demeanor, to her natural afro.
Show me something natural like afro with your pride.
And it was never even explained why she was in Joburg in the first place, or why she refused to go home. But here we are, with her, stuck between a rock and a hard place. So we comply with the status quo and we slay her eyes. When her Prince Charming finally revealed himself to her, her emotional reaction was unwarranted. Jonga, they had no relationship before he told her who she was. And when he did, she said, and I quote, "I need time to make sense of it all. I don't know if I can even trust you." Trust what, Sisi? First of all, Lomdo Aumazi, you don't know each other. There is no relationship. Just one conversation where you made the assumption that he was just a driver. So what is there to make sense of? Make sense of what exactly? Make sense of what? Why the driver is actually the wealthy guy's brother. Lerato got her happy ending, but the plot was lackluster. They tried to squeeze in an emotional climax when there was no build-up to it. I don't care about the happy ending because there was no build-up to it. I'm not invested at all. The only happy ending I was happy to see was the revenge the ladies got on the Dusty. Or as Cynthia calls them, the 3 trash bag carrying struggling Dusty. That was... Candy and Lungi are friends who also subscribe to the Slay Queen way of life. They don't do anything but enjoy a soft life. Don Thandeka King, who plays Lungi, is the one who ends up solving Candy's problems, and I couldn't help but reminisce on that one Boondocks episode with the Kumite bombshell.
Fidel Castro's birthday. Now you know that shit don't even sound right.
You think he was lying?
All I know is you drove all them hours to spend time with him and he gonna send you home early? I don't give a fuck if it was Jesus' birthday.
He said he'd invite me back soon.
Soon? Psst, when is soon? Remember when Kenny said soon? Remember when Jamal said soon? Did any of them niggas call you back?
You're right.
And just so you know, I Googled Fidel Castro's birthday. It isn't until August 13th.
He lied to me.
You see, girl, that's why I'm by myself. Love the vibrator. You better not get rid of it.
Okay, it wasn't that morbid, but even Dawn is quoted as saying her character is a friend of a slay queen that lives vicariously through her. She advises the slay queen friend and enjoys benefits like takeaways from dates that her friend goes to. To be honest, the overall story could have been better developed, but they did end all the plot lines in a way that made sense. So I can't complain. If you're new here, my name is Uvoni. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Follow me on my social medias. They will be linked in the description bar. Bye bye.